Hi, this is Becky Franks coming at you again with another video about Scentsy, and today I wanted to share with you my quarterly May Scentsy Club. I do have quite a few bars in this club. I decided I didn't want to do a monthly or a bi-monthly. I just wanted to do it quarterly because honestly that's as much as I can keep up with. I do have quite a bit of bars in this club because I do share my club with two other local gals, and they didn't want to start a club of their own, which is fine because we also kind of share bars. And so like we, every quarter, I might get a bar and then another gal might get the bar the next time. And so it just kind of works out for us, and I love that. So I have to admit that my bars alone in this club for May, I had 103 bars. And so I'm going to break this up in two videos and just sort of share with you what I have in my club, and the process I've sort of done. So I joined Scentsy in January of 2023, and during that time there was a Bring Back My Bar going on, and I didn't really get a chance to try all of the bars. I did put a few of them in the club that I actually started the club in February. So I was able to put the bars in and then have my first ship date to be February. And so I was able to try some of those bars, and some I kept in there, some I just let go. But anyway, and as catalogs come and go, you add things to the club, and once they return, you can, get rid of them and sort of play that game. And all of the Scentsy people know that that's how it works. And so I also found on one of the videos I watched, and somebody shared an idea from another consultant, and her name is Melissa Johnson Haight. It's H-A-I-G-H-T, and she has a system where she uses index cards, and I think she cuts them in half, and she writes all the description or the names of the bars on the cards, and she sort of just lays them out in front of her. Her philosophy is that she, instead of just scrolling through the screen, it's hard, if you have a lot of bars in your club, it's hard to keep scrolling on and off the computer screen deciding, do I like that bar, do I not like that bar? So she lays all the cards out, and she decides from there, which ones do I love, and she kind of picks those cards out, and then, then from what she has left, she kind of decides whether or not she wants to get rid of them. So I did make cards for all of them. It did help me weed some bars out. And then what I decided to do was I created a spreadsheet of all of my bars. And so I have them in alphabetical order. And then I sort of have the quantity that I'm getting in the club. And then what I did is I took an inventory of like, how much do I have right now on hand? So I organized my club bars, and like for instance, this apple and cinnamon sticks, after this club ships, I'm going to have 2 full bars, and then in another clam I have 6 cubes left. So it just gives me an idea of, how much do I have in stock? Do I really need another bar? How much do I really love it? And so that also helped me decide if I wanted to keep clubbing the bar or if I want to get rid of it. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said in one of my other videos that I did the other day, I was all against the apple scents to begin with, and then I decided to give them a try. And one of the bars that I really ended up turning out liking was this apple and cinnamon sticks. It's a very smoky, sort of nice fall apple smell, and I just kind of fell in love with it. So I put 2 bars in my club, and I don't know if this is going to return. I don't know, because I looked back at I did some research and looked up some old catalogs, and I see that it's kind of been in there for a couple of catalogs, and I just don't know if it's going to come back. I looked at also some of the videos of, when the transition happened in the last catalog, if I thought, if other reps thought that things would be coming back, and sort of kind of based on their opinions. And so what I've researched, this is just kind of my own opinion, so don't take any of this to heart. But another bar that I have in my club is apple cherry strudel. I did mention that this is one of the cherry scents that I do like. I think sometimes like I mix a little bit of vanilla cream with it if the cherry is too strong, but I did like that bar enough to club it. So I'll keep that in there for a little while. Apple press, that came back in to Bring Back My Bar, I think the last go around, and it's a very like to me, a very tarty apple. And so I actually found out, which is my next bar, I mixed a little bit of the around the campfire with it. This is a very smoky scent. It's been in a few catalogs too, and I'm not sure that it's coming back, so I went ahead and put one in the club just to sort of see. But I do like mixing these two together. I think I ended up putting maybe 1 cube of apple press to a half a cube of the around the campfire. So if you have both those scents, you should give it a try, because it is phenomenal. Another one that was Bring Back My Bar, I think the last round, was this Autumn Maple Blaze. I have one bar because I did get the, you know, the initial batch of Bring Back My Bar last time. And it's okay. I can't decide yet, because it's not a time to warm that in the fall. You know, I just want to smell the fall scents during the fall. So I went ahead and just thought I'll get one more bar and see. You know, if I don't want it, I'll just, you know, kick it out of the club and I'll be done with that one. But it's enough that I would try it again. Autumn Road Trip. This one has been in several of the catalogs. I don't know if it'll come back. A lot of people say it is a bestseller, so it may come back. I also feel like, as I research the catalogs, that it feels like that scents are, like the fall scents are in 2 solid fall catalogs. And then the third time, it just depends. You just never know. Scentsy always comes out with about 10 new scents, so you have to figure that they're going to like get rid of 10 scents, and we all just are on the fence about what they're going to be. So I put that in there for safekeeping. I do like it. So we'll just have to see. This one is probably my very top scent of all time, and it came back in the last Bring Back My Bar, Autumn Stroll. I had that a very long time ago, and actually I think when it first came out in a brick also, and so I have a brick of that, and it's probably about at least 10 years old, and I've just kind of been whittling that away. And then when this came back, I totally added 2 bars to my club, because I never want to be without that bar again. I love it. And I think the very first, maybe it was last summer, I think last June, was this Bamboo Yuzu. It's a very green scent, and I really like it. Like I said, I mix sometimes, like in my living room, I have 3 25-watt warmers that I spread through the house, and I usually put 1 cube of 3 different kinds of scents. Like, so I put a green scent in one of the warmers, I might put a floral in the other one, and a fruity one in another one, so that I have a bunch of different sort of scents going on. Like in the summertime, that's kind of how I work. So I like that enough to keep it. I do have a few bars, so we'll just see how much I get through in the summer, but I don't know that one will come back either. I don't know. Be Merry is also one of my very favorite winter scents, and it's been in a few catalogs too. People seem to think it'll come back. I didn't want to chance it because I really like this. Last fall catalog, one of the 10 new scents was Black Currant and Plum. Like I said before, I really like the dark, rich berry scents, especially the plum ones. And I just wanted to keep it for safekeeping. It feels like 8 out of the 10 tend to return back in the next fall catalog. I don't know. There's going to be 2 of them that don't come back, and I'm not sure that both of the dark berry scents that I saw that I kind of liked will come back or not. This one here, Blackberry Orange Marmalade. This one I think came back last summer, and I really liked it. It seems to be very popular. I did a couple of swaps with somebody, and once they saw I had this was one that really went pretty quick when I did a swap with someone. So, and I like it enough that I would, always keep a couple bars around. This one here is Blackberry Spice, and it was also one in the last fall winter catalog, and I really liked it a lot, enough to try one more bar to see if it comes back. Blue Christmas. This one here, I think came out in a set in 2020, I believe, in that sense of the season. And I liked it, and it was in clearance for a long, long time. I think it came back in the last sense of the season, this last year of the 2022. Maybe not, I'm not sure about that. But it must have, because then I added it to my club, right. I added to my club. This is a bar I share with another gal, And so, you know, it's enough to keep, you know, 1 bar a year. I'll keep it, you know, we'll see how that goes. This one here was so interesting. Blueberry Pancakes. And it came out last June. And I remember, you know, watching other reviews and stuff like this. I smelled it. I thought, no way. I'm not warming this one at all. But I let it sit a while. It cured a while. I kept coming back to it thinking, man, maybe I'll try it. Then I saw that Robin H. wrote, you know, she loves it. She says it's never coming out of my club. And I'm like, man, she must. I said, I don't know. I got to give this a try. I don't know. It was kind of weird, but I liked it. So I've had it in my club since last summer, and it's good. Here's one. I think Bora Blossom came out in January of 2022 when I started. And it is a scent that I was familiar with, and I like that. I like this floral. It's very pretty, and I warm that a lot in the springtime. Here's a fall bar that I think people are afraid might not come back. Bright Cider Life. Like I said, when I mix fall, I'll mix 3 different like fall scents in that living room or in my sunroom area, and this is one that I use in that mixture of my fall scents, and I didn't want to chance it if it doesn't come back. Business Casual. I think that was in last June's Father's Day collection. It came out. There were 4 or 5 bars that came out, and this one is a bar I had an old bar of that one too, and I remembered liking it, and nice manly scent for my husband's bathroom, and I wanted to keep that in my club for a while. Another one, Caramel Apple Craze. I think people don't think this is going to come back. I'm not really sure. I like, you know, I've got, and people have talked about, you know, if there's an apple scent you like, I mean, there's a lot of caramels out there, so you can sort of make it on your own, and I probably will. I had an old bar, maybe 3 or 4 years old, and I just wanted to give it another shot, just to try a fresh bar to see, just to see how it turns out. Last Christmas time, there was, I think it was a 3-pack. There was a candy cane, buttercream, caramel, and a gingerbread. And I put all 3 of them in my club. This is one that I get. I share the candy cane with someone else. And yeah, very nice caramel scent. Very rich, very bakery. I love it. This one came out, I believe this one came out last summer for Bring Back My Bar, Caramel Vanilla Delight. Very beautiful bakery scent. I actually put that in my kitchen yesterday. Yeah, very pretty. I love it. Another bar that I've heard people talk about, Cedar Cider. They don't think that one's going to come back. It's real woody to me. I don't know. It's okay. I don't know. I was afraid. I thought I'll get one more bar and see. So kind of the glory for me, the timing of my club was really good because I got it in May. So in August I'll get my next shipment, August 23rd, and so early August is when the reps get the catalog. The fall catalog will come out in September, but we have access to it and knowledge about it in August. So if I see a lot of these scents that are coming back, I can just remove them from my club. I won't need to get them because then I'll have access for the next 6 months to buy them as much as I want. And then, then of course, when that season ends, you can, add it back into your club. But at least for a while, you have a breather and you don't have to get a couple of bars in the August shipment or again in my November shipment because it's already available. So the timing for my club is excellent because I will find out, and hopefully there's about 30 to 35 bars I can hopefully kick out of the club. Another one too, Cider Mill. People were kind of worried about that one. I'm not sure either. I got a fresh bar of it right before the catalog changed over and it's a bar I'm familiar with. I'd had it years ago and I do like it warming in the fall. This one's kind of a surprise for me. This Cinnamon Buttercream. I'm not a big, huge cinnamon fan. I can take it in bits. I'm not a fan of like Cinnamon Bear. I'm not also a fan of Christmas Cottage. I know that's one of the most popular bars that Scentsy sells is Christmas Cottage, but it's just not for me. And I do like a lot of the buttercreams are just a rich, creamy, and I think that's why it just smooths out the cinnamon for me. And if there's a couple other bakery scents that I add little bits of this to, just take the edge off. if there's some weird note that comes out, this cinnamon buttercream is just really good for mixing. It's good on its own, but it's good for mixing. This one came out, this one here, Cinnamon Pinecones. It came out as a December scent of the month. I think it sold pretty well, and I think it'll come back. I think it'll come out in the catalog. I mean, what do I know? I have no idea, but it's very beautiful. And like, considering I just told you I don't like cinnamon, it is kind of heavy cinnamon, but it's just got that pine coney. There must be some kind of like, a little bit of an evergreen scent or something. I don't know, but it's enough that I really liked it. I don't have to mix it with anything. It's just beautiful on its own. This bar here, Coconut Palm. I'm also not a very big coconut fan. So this came back, I believe, in a Bring Back My Bar. I think it was in January. Yeah, it was in January. And I waited for a while to warm this just because I wasn't ready for coconut stuff in the winter. But it's almost like a creamy coconut. I don't know how to explain it. And so I kind of kept it for some other scents that I have if I want it, kind of as a mixer. I kept it as a mixer. So I have my original bar and this one. It might be all I get. I just wanted to get one more bar of it because I just figured this is probably not going to get voted back. I don't know, but we'll see. Same here. Coconut pumpkin pie. That just sounds odd to me. And I did warm a cube of it, and I thought, oh, it's not bad. It wasn't bad. I don't know. It's enough that I thought, too, with the trio of mixing that I do, it might work. It was enough for me to get another bar, and I'll see. I mean, I know it won't come out in the new fall catalog, but I guess I'll know in August if I want another bar or not. Oh, this is another favorite. I love aquatic scents. I love most of them. Coral Waters. It's been around a lot, too. It didn't come back in the current catalog that we have, and I'm so glad I clubbed it because, yeah, I like it a lot. It's very good. Oh, here's another one. Cotton Candy Cookie. This came out, I think it was last June, and Bring Back My Bar. I also waited a while to club this one. It just has a really weird cold sniff smell. It's sweet and kind of weird. I don't even know what the scent notes are. I didn't want to read all the scent notes because I know this video is going to be long enough as it is. I'm going to do, I think, 51 bars here, and then I'll do a follow-up and do a part 2 on my other 50 some bars. But it was good. I mean, it was a very nice bakery. I actually, on my other bar, when I unpacked this yesterday, I thought I'm gonna warm that. I'm gonna put that in the kitchen, and actually usually all of my bakery scents in the kitchen. I don't have a very big kitchen. It's I don't know. I have one warmer on the counter, and I have one on the opposite wall on the plug-in, and I just usually put 1 cube in each one. And I would just say most of my bakeries only last a day, which is all right. It's fun to change them every day. But I noticed this one. I smelled it on cold in the warmers, and I think I can get a second day out of it, and I actually do. So it's going right now in my kitchen, and I like it. This came out last fall. Cozy Vanilla and Pumpkin. I think it was part of the fall package. There was a trio of scents that came out for like the 3 fall scents, and I believe this was in there. And I don't know. I think it was well-liked enough that I think it probably will show up in the catalog. I'm kind of hoping it will. It's very nice. Beautiful. Oh, here's one of my favorites. Cranberry Muffin. I believe this came out last January. And this is one that I had old bars of also. I think I still do have an old bar. I should have gotten it for this video out. Show you what it was. This is a beautiful bakery. When it first came out, there was some very weird discoloring on the bottom, and so Scentsy agreed to send everybody a new bar because I think there was something wrong with the oils and the mixing of it. And it's very beautiful, very bakery, yeah, muffiny, and yeah, not a really harsh, cranberry scent, but it's just it's good. It reminds, and I got 2 bars of that in my club just because I'm like, I want to get off to a nice little stash. This one here, I believe, also came out. Cranberry Orange Cider came out in that fall trio, maybe with that cozy vanilla and pumpkin. And again, this will be part of my mixing trio that I do in the living room and the sunroom. It is pretty, very pretty, pretty scent. Crumb Top, that was one that I believe also came out in January. A lot of people compared this to Oats and Honey. Oats and Honey is a buttery, rich scent, and I do have that in my club. I think that's going to be in my next video, though. But Crumb Top is very bakery, very beautiful. I don't think I've used that as a mixer, but you could easily probably do that. Oh, yes, this is also another bar. Cutie Pie Cupcake. I had an old bar of it also, one of my very favorites, and just very, oh man, it just smells like, it is real cakey and real just vanilla-y, and I don't know if people talk about orange. I can't remember the scent notes, but I get a real vanilla cupcake kind of, or cakey scent. It's beautiful. Oh, Dancing Sugar Plums. When I had a party about 2 years ago, I had that in my testers. That's what I'll do is when I was, before I became a rep, when I had a party, they would give me the tester bag, and I would kind of separate what I liked, what I kind of liked, what I didn't like, and then I just kind of whittle it down to see what I wanted to get for my free stuff. And this is one that I kind of had on the fence. I'm like, I don't know, and so I ended up, I'll get a bar of this and see what I like. But yeah, this is, I fell in love with Dancing Sugar Plums. It's a deep, dark, rich, beautiful smell. I don't know if people are afraid to try it, but it's one of those, it's just a hidden gem. It's beautiful. Desert Tropics, I believe that was a scent of the month for July of last year. It's got pineapples on the front. Very tropical scent. I loved it, fell in love with it. I have several bars, though, in my club. I started it, when I put it in my club, I put 2 bars, and then I'd already had like 2 bars. So I'm like 5 bars in, so I really need to start melting this this summer. And, I try to use that as a mix, but to get sort of through it, if I'm going to keep it in my club, I really need to get through some of it. Very beautiful, though. I loved it. Okay, this one here, Fairy Tale Pumpkin. I think it was in like maybe 2 catalogs. I can't remember exactly. I heard people talk about it. I think it might have been in a fall trio scent of maybe 2021, maybe. I'm not sure. But, oh no, it's scent of the month. It has a scent of the month sticker on it. So it must have been a scent of the month in 2021. So this might be an older bar. I don't know. Like I said, I can't really ever tell the dates. There's some sort of poor date, but you got to hold it just right on the light to see it, and I can't ever do it. This smells to me straight up licorice. I'm not a real big licorice fan, but it's just kind of an interesting, very unique fall scent that I thought, well, I'll get a few bars of it. People who love it. People who hate it. And, but I mean, it's okay. I like it. I like it enough to get a few bars of it and kind of stash it. And I don't think they're expecting that to come back either. Maybe you'll see it in the flash sale. I don't know. If you do, pick it up and see if you like it. This was one of the scents that came out in the last fall catalog, Falling Apples, and I really like it a lot. I like it. It's different than the apples and cinnamon sticks. I mean, a lot of all the apples are a little different in their own way, but I like this enough. It's a very fall apple. It's not like it's not like Johnny Appleseed where it's like a really bright apple, but it's got kind of a musty fallish smell, and I really liked it. Farmstown Pumpkin. It's been around, I think, for a couple catalogs. I don't know if we'll see it come back. I think people suspect that it probably will, but it's a very light and beautiful fall scent. Another one too, First Day of Fall. I think I had an older bar of this one time, so I think it comes hit or miss. We might not see it in the next catalog. Maybe it'll be in a flash sale, but I like it enough that I wanted to get another bar for my mix that I do. Okay, this one here, Flirtatious. My nose is itching, sorry about that. Flirtatious, this came back in the January of the Bring Back My Bars, and it was interesting. There's one scent that I really like. I do have an old bar of it, and it was called Surfer Chick, and I vote like crazy when that comes out. It is so it's just a fun, I don't even know. I think it's a fruity smell or maybe a floral. I think it's more of a floral. Surfer Chick. But this reminds me of Surfer Chick, so I think this is the closest I can ever get to Surfer Chick, is why I wanted to get another bar. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know what the scent category is. Yeah, it must be kind of a floralish. It's sweet. It's a sweet smell. Another one that came back and bring back my bar in January was called Flower Shop. There must be enough people that like it. They voted for it. It's very green scent. Green scents are hit or miss with me. I just got to warm them to see, because your cold sniff, it's pretty strong. And I did use this in a trio of mix that I had a couple of days ago. And it was okay. I mean, like, I don't know if I'll keep getting it forever, but it's okay for now. I'll get maybe another bar and then be done with it. I'm not sure. This is one, fried ice cream. This is one that I also fell in love with a long, long time ago. I should have brought you the other bar out, because this is the worst colored wax that Scentsy has ever come out with. That I mean, it's just this weird, terrible color. It's got a very strong cinnamon taste, like I'm tasting bars. Very strong cinnamon smell, and I don't know. I only had like 4.5 cubes left in my original set that I got when I got the Bring Back My Bar set. I wanted to get another one. I probably will mix this with maybe vanilla cream. I'm not really sure, but I don't know. I struggle with that. You know, like, do I get this bar and then mix it and keep it? Or, I mean, just wait for Scentsy to bring something else amazing out, right? I mean, none of us need more bars. But I don't know. The color is way off. I mean, the old bar that I have, it was kind of a light creamy, just a creamy color. And I know it hasn't discolored over the years. That's just always the way it was. So I'm not really sure if Scentsy changed something in this, changed the color of it. I don't know. There's been a lot of people complain about that color being so ugly. It's not just me. This one came out in, I think it was the October scent of the month, called Gimme Candy. And it's a very sweet, and there's candy corn. I sort of get candy corn out of it. People say to mix this with Scary Good, that it's a really good mix. And I've got to try that. I don't think I ever did. But yeah, it's enough that I'll keep a few bars on hand and whatnot. And then this was part of that trio I had talked about that came out in December. The gingerbread buttercream. I don't have very many gingerbread scents. I know they've made them off and on, but it's a very pretty creamy smell. I think this is only like a 1-dayer, so you know, I'll have to just retest that again. This one here, Graham Cracker Crunch. I think they're afraid this one won't come back. It's very popular, and I remember liking this, and I do like it. It just smells like, oh wow, this is really good. But people talk about peanut butter, and I'm like, peanut butter? But now that they talk about it being peanut butter, I kind of get a little bit of that. I don't know. I think I've mixed this with, somebody said to mix this with some strawberry. They get like a peanut butter and jelly smell. And then, I don't, there's some other mixes going on out there. I can't remember exactly what they are, but people talk about that one. And I only have like 1 bar left, and I'm thinking I just want to get an extra bar just in case it doesn't come back. This one here, I think they're also worried about Harvest Blessings, and it's a very pretty fall. It's got a lot of apples on the front. Yeah, it's just a fall appley smell, and I have, yeah, like I said, I've tried it before. I like it, you know, with my mix, and so we'll see. Okay, very last bar here, Hazelnut Latte. This came out also in January as a Bring Back My Bar. It's very light. But it is like, you know, that it's got that creamy coffee smell, and I am all about that. It's very pretty. So anyway, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions about Scentsy Club, feel free to reach out, and I'll try to answer those best I can. And like I said, at some point I want to try to talk a little bit more about Scentsy Club and how it works. So I hope you have a great day. I'll try to get the second video done maybe later this evening and try to upload that tonight. All right. Thank you.